President Trump has just ended birthright citizenship in the United States.
Birthright, it's a big one.
After being sworn in on Monday, the 47th President of the United States wasted no time, signing into effect a flurry of executive orders, including one that ended birthright citizenship in America. This is his way to crack down on the migrant crisis in the U.S. Under the new order, the children of undocumented immigrants will not be given American citizenship just because they were born on U.S. soil. For now, this doesn't affect those who are birthright citizens currently, but it does affect the children of millions of undocumented immigrants in the U.S. seeking a better life for their families. Trump claims he is doing this since the U.S. is the only country that offers birthright citizenship.
We're the only country in the world that does this with birthright, as you know.
However, currently, 65 other countries have some form of birthright citizenship. As of now, 18 states have already come forward, challenging the order, stating it is a violation of the Constitution and that the president has no authority to make changes to the amendment on his own. If the challenge goes through, the case could reach the Supreme Court. Stay tuned to Daily Mail for more as this story develops. President Trump has just ended birthright.
My heart goes out to you, and I just want to say thank you for making it happen. Thank you. Thank you.
President Trump has.
What to do about what's going to happen is Roas will be able to do everything better than us. I'm including, all of us, you know. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what to do about this. This is really like the scariest problem to me, I tell you. Yeah, so I really think we need government regulation here. What's going to happen is Roas will be able to do everything better than us. I'm including, all of us, you know. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what to do about this. This is really like the scariest problem to me, I tell you. Yeah, so I really think we need government regulation here. What's going to happen is what to do about mass unemployment. This is going to be a massive social challenge. I think ultimately we will have to have some kind of universal basic income. I don't think we're going to have a choice. I think it's going to be necessary.
So it means that unemployed people will be paid across the globe.
Yeah.
Because there is no job, machine, robot is taking over.
There will be fewer and fewer jobs that a robot cannot do better. Now, the output of goods and services will be extremely high. So with automation, almost everything will get very cheap. The harder challenge is how do people then have meaning? Like a lot of people, they derive their meaning from their employment. If you're not needed, if there's not a need for your labor, what's the meaning? Do you have meaning? Do you feel useless? What to do about mass unemployment? This is going to be a massive social challenge. I think ultimately we will have to have some kind of universal basic income. I don't think we're going to have a choice. I think it's going to be necessary.
So it means that unemployed people will be paid across the globe.
Yeah.
Because there is no job, machine, robot is taking over.
There will be fewer and fewer jobs that a robot cannot do better. Now, the output of goods and services will be extremely high. So with automation, almost everything will get very cheap. The harder challenge is how do people then have meaning? Like a lot of people, they derive their meaning from their employment. If you're not needed, if there's not a need for your labor, what's the meaning? Do you have meaning? Do you feel useless? What to do about mass unemployment?
Shalom. Call Haloyam La Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Yahawash Bajam Hakodash Salaki. Brakata Yahapa, Brakata Yahapashai, Brakata Hakodash Bahasham, Yahapashai, Bahasham, Hakodash. Shalom and double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elder bishops and the elders and the Akim and the Akwat of the hopeful elect. Shalom. Just want to go into a quick video here entitled Trump sworn in, Elon Musk salute. Everything is setting up. Everything is setting up, for these last days to end with the flurry here, with how everything is set up by the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai. As we see, in these several videos off of TikTok, the ban was lifted, for TikTok, but that could, it was only extended for like 75 days. But TikTok could get banned permanently, or if they are able to buy it, purchase it from the Chinese or the Asian, whoever, owns it outside the country, it'll be watered down and highly scrutinized. It'll be highly, they will, it will be all kind of regulations and policies in place to limit, free speech. So, and disable and ban people's accounts that speak any kind of facts, about existence, right? Chiefly the Israelites. But TikTok isn't the primary source of the truth. It's YouTube and, street teaching, and also, but that's the famine of the word that's going to come soon, where the words of the Most High is no longer going to be going forth. The elect will be sealed, and then judgment is going to intensify until the day of salvation. But continuing, so like those videos, we saw see Trump doing away with a bill to do away. He signed over 200 executive orders on day one that it claims. So he's moving real fast because he got a short time. The devil has a short time, and he knows this. And the Most High, infinitely, the infinite chess player that he is, he's moving all of the chess pieces with great structure and great execution, because, as I said a while back, that the Most High, he strategically removed Trump from office in 2020 and he put Biden in because Biden he's the most degenerate, filthy president in the history of this country, and Biden effectively degenerated the morals and values and sexual identity, the genders of a lot of people in this country. Everything has worsened, since he's gotten in office, right? With the whole, people going by pronouns instead of their gender of he or she. Now it's they. All this madness, I don't care to follow it too much because it's just pure, filth. But it's good to know a decent amount of what's going on. So just keep a watchful eye spiritually, filter everything in the spirit in the name of Yahweh Shai. And then we see, Trump, he's trying to reverse everything. They're trying to crack down on the immigration issue. And that's one of his, because that was his original calling card to get elected the first time, right? Was building a wall, right? And then so Elon Musk, he did the Nazi salute. People trying to say there was other things that he was doing. It was an awkward gesture, or he was giving his heart to the to the people. There's other ways to express that other than doing a direct Adolf Hitler salute, right? But we all know that these people are Nazis. We don't need him to show us that he's a Nazi. We don't need to see him do a Nazi salute to know that they're Nazis, The true Nazis against the true Jews are the so-called blacks, Latinos, Native American Indians, and chiefly the top tribe, the tribe of Judah, the so-called black man, so-called African American man here in America. Right? So, they're Nazis, and it's ironic that the people that run America in the shadows, the Illuminati, they are little hats, Rockefellers and Rothschilds. But it show you that this is one big game. The Ish people that say, They say that they were punished, over there in Germany, right, under Hitler. It was just so-called white on white crime, Edomite on Edomite crime. That's all it was. It was no biblical Jew being, oppressed and destroyed by it. That it was just the same nation being evil towards his own nation. That's all that was. So, there's just a lot going on, and the Most High set up men and take them down, and that's what's going on right now. The Most High moved out Trump, moved in Biden to further degenerate society to the worst morals in the history of mankind, and then removed Biden and put Trump back in there, because now it's about time for World War III to really intensify. And these the tech man, Elon Musk, with the brain chips, and we know what that's about. That goes in your hand or forehead to buy and sell. Everything is shaping up, and it's about to go to a fast end of this society in the beginning of the kingdom of heaven at the return of Yahweh Shai, at the time appointed by Yahweh, right? So we'll get Revelations chapter 17 and verse 17. For Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai hath put in their hearts to fulfill his will. You see, anything that these heathen rulers, beginning with the so-called white man, anyone that's, every action that they do and put forth, it's the Most High putting it in their hearts to fulfill it. And so starting from the top again, for Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai hath put in their hearts to fulfill his will, and to agree, and give their kingdom unto the beast, and to the words of Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai shall be fulfilled. See, nothing's happened. They're not doing anything. It's the Most High that's allowing it to occur, because it's all of his will. Everything that's occurring is all structured and ordered. And when certain words of the Most High is fulfilled, then another major move or event will occur until the greatest event, which is the return of Yahweh Shai. So this is going into talking about NATO, EU, the European Union over there, right? Giving their power into America, the fourth beast, revised, because America is the Roman Empire revised, and it's Babylon the Great, because it's the city of Babylon, means city of confusion, city of great confusion. So it's the Most High that's stirring all of this, stirring the pot and stirring everybody and stirring their hearts, kings of the kings of the hearts of the kings of the earth. Matthew 24 and let's see, Matthew 24 and verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, that means increase, the love of many shall wax cold. So we know that during this Biden administration, the morals have just completely fallen off the rails. It was never really any morals, because no one was keeping the commandments of the Most High and not meditating upon it in their mind, right? Only the elect is doing that, have been doing that. So sin has really intensified since Biden has got into office. Men wearing dresses and makeup, stockings and high heels is just pure degenerate madness and abomination that's been happening, right? And so the love of many is waxing cold. We're seeing all these different murders. Men are murdering men. Men are murdering women. Women murdering men and women, and just defiled, filthy, evil spirits that's on these people these days, and all of the drugs that's taken in the hip hop music, the death culture of that, and the degenerate satanic imagery of the movies and TV shows and social media, just rotting the minds of the people, of the masses, right? So love is, everyone is walking around basically like, I call them Hubots, Hubots. Hue means color, like human, but Hubots, robots with color, right? Fleshly robots, because they're all being taught through the social media and all of the wicked and false misindoctrination from the serpent, the so-called white man. So let's see, Romans 13 and 1. Romans 13:1, let every soul be subject unto the higher powers. For there is no power but of Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shai, the powers that be are ordained of Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai. So the powers that be, the Trumps, Elon Musk, the Bidens, all of the government officials, the false Supreme Court injustice judges. I forget what they're called, but this is like about 11 or 12, 13 or so Supreme Court justices, I guess they call them, the injustices. They wear black robes because black is goes in the dark, evil, void of light. Impure, and that's impious. That's what they are. That's what this society is. They don't. The judges would never wear white robes, which represents purity and righteousness, right? Because they're very filthy and defiled. This is Satan. His judges are. This only makes sense that his judges wear Satan's society. That they wear black robes. Let's see. Hebrews 12:16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, and that's spiritual fornication, and also multiple levels. It's the spiritual aspect and a fleshly aspect of fornication. Spiritual fornication, trying to lead the people to rebel against the Most High, just like ancient Nimrod did in ancient Babylon. Same way Esau doing today, the so-called white man, through what Christianity, saying what the laws are done away with. That's direct rebellion against the Most High. Lest there be any fornicator, and we know he's all about adultery, right? And immoral marriages. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau. Esau is blasphemous and a profane vessel. He's the vessel of wrath, fitted for the vessels of destruction. As Esau, so-called white man, so-called white race, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. So he was rejected. Verse 17 speaks about how he was rejected and cried for the birthright. But for time purposes, I'm going to go ahead and continue on. Let's see. Now we'll go to Revelation. You know what? Let me just go ahead and get that. Verse 17. For you know that afterward, how that afterward, when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected. Isaac rejected, Esau, because he had already given it to Jacob. But it was all meant, because when they were born, what happened? The Most High said, the elders shall serve the younger. And who came out first? We know with twins, the child that comes out first is the oldest twin. So Esau came out first, so he was the older, aka the eldest son. And the younger was Jacob, the so-called Black Native American Indians, the father of Jacob, Israel, the father of them, the 12 tribes of Israel. So the so-called white man's going to serve us. He was rejected. So Jacob didn't do anything wicked. That was just the way the Most High allowed it to play out when he got the birthright. So he was rejected, for he found no place of repentance, though he sought it carefully with tears, because that's what Esau does. He talks great proud things and does great proud wickedness. And then when it's time for him when he gets called out on it, and when it's time to face the judgment for it, then he want to cry about it. That's the spirit of Cain and Esau, and it's the same spirit in the so-called white race today. It's not hard to see the characteristics of these people the Most High speaks about in the scriptures, and you can apply it, and it's practical to apply it to particular rate. You can see it. It's the same characteristics. But Esau has dumbed down society to think that the Bible is just a fairy tale book. But the people that goes by the Jews in the Bible, they run the earth based off of their identity in the Bible, right? So that means the Bible is actually real. The earth's money is ruled by people that's claiming a nationality in the Bible. Just let that sink in. It tells you everything you need to know that the Bible is real. That's why we're in Babylon the Great, the city of great confusion. Everyone's confused and don't understand the Bible's existence. Let's see, Revelation 12 and verse 9. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent. See, that serpent went from a slithering, crawling on the ground serpent in a low state, and then grew in strength, and now, dragon flies in the sky, and that's going to the military might as well, right? The Air Force, so forth and so on. That old serpent, called the devil. Devil means false accuser, slanderer, a deceiver. The devil, the Bible, that's why he's called the devil. The Bible speaks to us, because the Most High just linked him with the old serpent from the garden. That lets you know it was a man that deceived Eve in the garden. So a serpent was a man, a serpent, because when we call someone a snake or a serpent, in real life, we call someone that's evil and sneaky and conniving and treacherous, right? A backstabber, call him a snake, a serpent. Well, that's what that was, a man with that spirit in the garden that lied to Eve, who she finessed her husband to get him to go off. And Satan, so Satan means adversary. What's that? Adverse from the scriptures, the commandments of the Most High. They say that the laws are done away with. That's Satan. That's not the will of the Most High. The will of the Most High is to keep His commandments to the best of your ability. If you're not doing His will, keeping His laws and having faith, then you're doing that which is of Satan. You're Satan. You're the adversary of the Most High's commandments, and you teach other men to do so. That's a horrible judgment that'll come your way. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. So all of his allies, his military might, and those that are, heathen that are linked up with him. Verse 10, and I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength, and the kingdom of our power Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, and the power of his anointed. That's what Christ means, anointed, and Mashiach in the Hebrew. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, the so-called white man, which accused them before our power day and night. Because all they do is lie and deceive and slander us to the Most High, and in front of the Most High and Yahweh Shai and all the heathen upon the earth. And the tribe of Judah, so-called blacks, we're slandered heavily to our own, by the so-called white man, to our own other fellow tribesmen. That's why the Northern Kingdom, so-called Latinos, Native American Indians, they look down upon us, because we're slandered in their eyes by the so-called white man as well. But that's why the Most High raised the tents of Judah first, so that the Northern Kingdom will not lift themselves up against them, because they already look down on us. And then that's the prophecy in Genesis chapter 49, where Judah, our brethren, is going to praise us in the end, because we're being nothing but hated by our brethren, our Northern Kingdom brethren right now. Let's see. Judah before better. Okay, right here. Genesis 49 and 8. Judah, thou art he, thy brethren shall praise. You see, because at the end, our brother's going to praise us. Why? We're the head tribe, and right now we're being, even a lot of Northern Kingdom, so-called Latinos, Native American Indians, they turn their nose up to us right now, because the downtrodden state that the so-called white man has us in, he knows the top tribe. That's why it's common sense when you look at it. The tribe of Judah, top tribe, that's the most destroyed tribe, because that's the head. That's the head tribe, and that's the tribe the Messiah Yahweh Shai, bloodline come through. So he know to take down, to have the top tribe in heavy oppression, to be destroyed the most out of all the tribes. And the other tribes, look down upon us because of that. But that's why we'll be praised in the end. Judah, thou art he whom thy brethren shall praise. Thy hand shall be in the neck of thine enemies. That's going into Judah. So-called blacks, we're in the neck of our enemies. We're the closest to Esau, the so-called white race, and we're the most destroyed. Thy father's children shall bow down before thee. That's because we're the top tribe, Because when we went to the battles doing in the book of Numbers, in those wars, you see Judah always go first. 9 times out of 10, I believe, right? The tribe of Judah went forth first in the battles and the wars that we were having. when we were, when we were a nation over in Jerusalem. So we're the top tribe, we're the greatest tribe, but we're all, everything is a hierarchy. No man's created equal, no tribe is created equal in the nation of Israel, because Judah is the head tribe. Let's see, Revelations 12, and let's see. I was at verse 11. And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb Yahushua. And how was that? Because faith is, when you have faith and believe on Yahushua, you receive his blood, his pure, perfect, unblemished blood, right? Then that's what washes over us and makes us pure again, and come back into the Heavenly Father, Yahweh. And we overcome them when we awaken in the truth in these last days in Babylon, the great America. And by the word of their testimony. And they love not their lives until the death, meaning we're going to endure unto the end. That's who's going to be saved. Matthew 24:13, right? Verse 12, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. And Trump, he's signing all those executive orders. He can sign a trillion executive orders, to try to set everything in his favor, as he always does, right? But it won't matter. He has a short time, and his efforts is too little too late. It doesn't matter. That's why he said a space force back when he was in office the first time. He said they got to make a space force. What's that? That's that war in heaven. Those angels and the dragon fighting up against the Messiah and his angels, right? The dragon and his angels, the heathen army militaries. And then Yahushua and his armies, beginning with Michael, the chief war angel, right? His right-hand man, chief war angel, right? And the so-called UFOs, the chariots. But it's going to be an easy battle for Yahushua. Going to wipe them out with no problem, without breaking a sweat, without any effort. Let's see. Yeah, Elon Musk talking about your purpose is going to be nothing if you don't have a job. See, people fell for the okie doke, because a man's purpose is not carnally. This society is all about the so-called white man is very cunning, the most subtle beast of the field, because he's tricked everyone into making their purpose all about carnality and materialistic things, right, and possessions. By having a job and making money, as I've said plenty of times, you take away a man's money today that think he's something. He gets proud and lifted up in his spirit because he got a little job and got a house and cars and possessions, right? You take that money away, you take that job from him, and what does he have? What does he have to provide? Nothing. Because it's more than just they focused on carnal things. It's more to life than just the flesh, right? Nothing spiritual, nothing mental. Everyone just wake up like Hubots and get up, robots, right, and get up there and go to the rat race and don't care about the Most High power. The Most High is not in all their thoughts. And now you got a devil mocking the people, saying that their purpose, what is their purpose is meaningless now without a job. Where they'll have to have universal basic income, which is a set amount of money that they would be just given, that they would be handed to by the so-called white man, the government, right? A man will dictate their money. So that's a very unrighteous ruler, and we know that he's wicked and evil, and everything he do is going to be, nothing he does is good. He'll just destroy the people further underneath that universal basic income. So he's talking about, Elon Musk talking about your purpose is non-existent now if you don't have a job. You feel worthless. Well, you're not worthless if you have proper structure and order in the spirit and not following man. Proverbs 7:2. Keep my commandments and live, and my law as the apple of thine eye. So this is it right here. Bind them, verse 3, bind them up upon thy fingers, write them upon the table of thine heart, meaning you meditating upon the laws of the Most High day and night, and always having it at the forefront of your mind. That's your purpose. And the Most High is going to provide for you, not no man, universal basic income, which is, is more wickedness of Esau leaning upon his own dark, wicked, carnal mind and his own understanding. Ecclesiastes 12:12. And further by these, my son, be admonished, be warned, of making many books. There is no end. People proclaim they have wisdom reading men's books. That there's no end to those books. Be warned of the many of making many books. Of making many books, there is no end, and much study is a weariness of the flesh. Much study in man's books is a weariness of the flesh, not weariness of not studying the Most High's holy scriptures. It's not a weariness. It actually strengthens you. Verse 13, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Yahweh and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. So that's your purpose. Duty, aka purpose. The whole purpose of man is to fear the Most High and keep his commandments. Not having a job from the so-called white man, a cave beast of the earth, the Esau Edom. And then when he create all these robots that's going to take these jobs and make the workforce pretty much obsolete, then say you don't have no purpose. That's very disrespectful. And he's mocking the people because he know that they've put mankind in the trick bag to just focus on, working a job and not working to the satisfaction of the Heavenly Father. A cruel ruler is a so-called white man, a cave beast. Matthew 6:19. Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. Your heart be also. You see, so that's your purpose. Laying up treasures in heaven. So when you're doing that, you may not see the monetary gain immediately when you're storing up spiritual treasure in heaven, meaning what? As we just read, Proverbs 7:2, Ecclesiastes 12:12 through 13. Keep the Most High's commandments and live, and have it as the apple of our eye. And then also you fear the Most High. That's the whole duty of man, is to fear the Most High, keep his commandments. And you by doing that, you're storing your treasures up in heaven. And when the Most High because the Most High controls everything, famines, droughts, everything, judgments, apocalyptic times. The Most High is in control of it. And he knows who's doing what they're supposed to do, and they're going to be provided for in those times. So you trust in that man, and man is going to pull the rug from underneath your feet and then mock you and say that you don't have a purpose. Psalm 146 and verse 3. Put not your trust in princes, nor in the Son of Man, in whom there is no help. See, the Elon Musk, he's one of these men where there's no help. He don't know what's going. He don't know how to solve it because this AI, these robots and everything. This fool, he doesn't. That's one of his fears. We don't have a fear. We don't have a fear in this realm. We have our fears in the third dimension, I believe, right? In the heavenly realm where the Heavenly Father resides. Our fear is in Yahweh, and we know that He'll protect us and provide for us. This fool is trying to figure out things in this realm, and people trusting in a fool that don't have any answers. It's pure madness. And he's a representation of this government, because now he's a part of the Trump administration, Elon Musk. Verse 4, his breath goeth forth, he returneth to his earth. We live and we die, go back to the earth, and our spirit go back to the Heavenly Father. In that very day his thoughts perish. Verse 5, happy is he that hath the power of Yahweh, in the name of Yahushai of Jacob, for his help, whose hope is in the Lord Yahweh, and the name of Yahushai his power. So sorrow is in him that hath their power, man that they hope for and think that's going to help them, that they trusted in, right? Verse 6, which made heaven? Did the white man make heaven? Nope. and earth. Did the so-called white man make earth? Nope. The sea and all that is therein, that therein is, which keepeth truth forever. And we know Esau keeps lies forever. He's the father of lies. So I just want to go into a quick video. You know, everything is set up for the end times to go ahead and proceed forth now with the next phase of the end times of World War III intensifying, and then that mark of the beast being implemented. Because why? The little tech boy is a part of Trump's administration, Elon Musk. And that's all getting set up for this end to really truly come to pass here soon, according to the prophecies. You know, Lord willing, with that number of the elect that's preserved and have that day and be blessed with those spiritual bodies in the day of salvation. So with that being said, I hope this video was edifying. The waters of Rachakodash Bashem. Yahweh Shai for another video. Until the next video, I say, Shalom.